Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here on our brand new platform. I hope everybody is doing amazing today, guys. Today we're going to be talking about why we as Black business owners need to stop giving a black eye to Black businesses. And what I mean by that is that in everything we do, we have to be honest and integrous in our business. And I'm going to give y'all the opportunity to share. But I'm seeing people who I know firsthand who've never done certain things. If you've never made seven figures, don't be giving tips on making seven figures. If you've never set up uh, a certain business model, don't be out there training that business model. Because what happens is we bring people in under the auspice of we can do this, that, and the other. And it's not only unauthentic, it's also trickery and foolishness. Do what you can do, offer what you can do. Everybody has something that they can offer that is more than enough. But you can't be out there misrepresenting your business, your skills, or any of that because that's just flat out wrong. And I know everybody feels that um they can, you know, like R. Kelly, they believe they can fly. They believe they can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day. Spread their wings and fly away. The truth of the matter is, you can't fly. If you've never flown before, you can't be out there talking about, let me teach my business can teach you how to fly. And again, I don't care how many classes you take and books you read till you actually execute some things, till you've actually done some things, till you actually have some testimonials, until you've actually got a track record. Stop being out there. It's not about the name. I think everybody gets confused. What do I call myself? I'm going to call myself an execution warrior. I'm going to call. It's not about what you call yourself. It's about what you've done. So what have you done? And if you've sat around for years and done nothing, don't come out of the box like you're this. Now, I believe in bragging. There's a book called How to Brag Without Tooting Your Own Horn, or something like that, or How to Toot Your Own Horn Without Bragging. And a lot of time, we as women under, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? We don't say what we're actually capable of. We underestimate ourselves. We talk low about ourselves, and
You play it down.
we play down what we're good at. But it's some people out there that's just embellishing what they do or what they can do to the point that I saw you yesterday. I know you. And for you to be out here saying today that in 30 days, 60 days, you've become some amazing expert at judo, that's a lie.
All lies.
It's not embellishment. And I don't care where you went. You could went to a 30 or 60-day boot camp for judo. You haven't become a worldwide expert. You're not number one at anything in 60 days. And I don't know why people think they have to go from 0 to 1,000 as if you saying, hey, I'm new, but I'm working on it or whatever. You don't even have to tell people. Here's the thing. You can say, let me help you do this, but you ain't got a lie to kick it. I don't know. I'm going to let y'all weigh in on it.
Coach, I think the time for fake it till you make it is over. Some things you can do that with. I can remember, kind of beefing up my resume and, kind of telling folks, hey, this is what I can do, and then going behind the scenes and trying to learn it. You can't do that in this kind of business. People gonna find out real quick that you really don't know what it is that you're doing. So I think honesty is the best way because your credibility is on the line. Once people find out you lying, don't nobody want to work with you anymore. And the results that you promised them, you need to be able to do.
And even worse, it makes it that much harder for the next black business owner. It makes it that much harder. That's why so many people, because don't get me wrong, it happens in all races. It's people out there that's full of tomfoolery, whether they're white, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. But tend to um, we already tend to have a lower expectation of black businesses. And so, with that being said, the minute something happens, we're quick to say, oh, I knew that was going to happen.
I think the best thing, there are many ways to do things. And if someone comes to you for something and you are trying to make the money per se, if you can't do it, why not refer it to someone that you know in your network who can?
Yeah, but let me tell you something. You can't, I'm not even talking about somebody coming to you and you're a resume writer and they come to you and your resume is too high level. And you do, I'm talking about you blatantly out there advertising, claiming you're an expert at products and services that you don't have a damn clue about.
And you putting a black eye on the whole bit, on the whole.
And you putting a whole black eye.
Black
How
eye.
you gonna say? And we got to get better with our discernment. And guys, weigh in the audience. If somebody say they a social media expert and they don't have no followers, how are you a funnel expert and you don't have no list? How are you a product creation expert and you ain't got no products? How you a, that would be like me saying I'm a weight loss expert. Sometimes we've got to be able to look at situations and say, that don't make no damn sense. And it don't matter how good they talking, judge them not for what they're saying today, but what's their body of work? What's their track record? Yeah. Be able to ask the right questions. Well, how long have you been doing this? Where did you get your training? People never ask me about my background, ever. So I don't know, Kayshawn, Verlin, y'all weigh in.
Honesty is,
you know, when you embellish, I won't. A lie is a lie. You're gonna be found out eventually. It's just like pulling the covers up too far. Your feet gonna show.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
It's just you. Be up front. It's sad, you know, to be and you believe that this product is gonna work. You believe that this person is leading you in the right direction. You believe they're telling you the truth, only to find out that they lied. But for what? You will be found out. You will be found out. So if you don't know,
and what's with the copy and paste?
It's like you said, you always said it's okay to copy, but copy the right
text. It's even a way to copy.
That with
because if I see one more person say, oh, all of a sudden I'm a business coach and I know you coach with me, where did that come from? How did you go from needing coaching to being a coach? And a lot of times we look at other people and they say, well, if she can do it, I can do it. We don't do that to any race other than ourselves. And you're not just saying, well, if Donald Trump can be president, I can be president.
Well, now that might be a true statement.
Well, after that, we can.
Now that part is
true. So, guys, we want to invite you. We're working on the date for a Buy Black and Pink expo. So we want to invite you to be a vendor. First come, first serve. It's going to kind of be like QVS. You get an opportunity not only to come on board and promote your products and services, you also get an opportunity to be added to our directory so that you do have a resource for businesses. But audience, weigh in. What do you think? If you're watching this morning, let us know in the comments. What do you think? What is it? What are some things that Black-owned businesses do to give Black-owned businesses a black eye. Because one of the things that I think we don't do well is we don't treat our business like a business, or even we don't respect our business like a business. If your business hours are 10 to 6, then at 10 o'clock your store needs to open, and it needs to stay open till 6. You don't see Dollar General closing early because ain't nobody coming in. You don't see, I don't know, who is that Hooter man, All Lives Matter. Y'all don't even want to get on that conversation this morning.
Sure don't.
Right. That's for tomorrow.
All lives were slaves. All lives wasn't hung up from trees. All lives
Right.
stole from Africa. All lives didn't have a women rape. Until people can realize that slavery was an atrocity that rivaled what Hitler did. Until people can realize that slavery rivals the Holocaust in numbers, in atrocities, in crimes against man, until people can understand that there is still some reckoning due for what happened. It hasn't been that long ago.
Sure hasn't.
Slavery ain't been that long ago. Racism is still very prevalent, and there's been nothing done to shift, penalize, or have people pay any kind of repercussions for what happened. And the wealth gap continues to get larger, and nobody wants to address that a lot of the criminalism, a lot of the imprisonment, a lot of the illiteracy, a lot of the segregation in projects, a lot of the government assistance abuse came from a certain place and was very deliberate.
And it's still,
then you only compounded it by taking home economics out of schools and taking trade out of school, wood shop out of school, electricity and welding out of schools. Go ahead, Chanel, because I know you want to get in there.
Child, look, listen. First of all, hey, Dorothy Turner, hey, cuz. Listen, Hooter man. Sir, I can bet while you sit up here talking about your ancestors fought in the Civil War to free slaves, the Civil War was not about freeing slaves. I want you to go back and read some history. The Civil War was simply, they were the Caucasian people, the European, the colonizers were sick and tired of this divide between the states. So the best way they could do things was to say, hey, let's free the slaves, so that way we can get this civil unrest put to bed. You know, it is a sad state of affairs when you, and I know you got two eyes, you conscious, I know you can see what's going on in this country. And for you to get on here and say all lives matter, sir, you are completely and totally out of line, and you're delusional. Because I have not seen any black cops killing white people on the street. I have not seen any black people go over to Europe and kidnap a whole nation of people and bring them to a country, make them work for free and not pay them, separating children from their families, husbands from their wives, and then don't even talk about y'all buck breaking the men. Y'all don't want to talk about that. That's your little dirty secret. So the next time you come on here and you want to talk about history, read a book first. And I'm about to block you. Good day.
Period.
Well,
but you know, it comes down to what people want to hear in communication, because not once did we say any life doesn't matter. We've never said that. Not one person of this black race. We're just acknowledging, highlighting something. We're not saying no lives matter. You just interpret what you want to hear, and you just want to ignore the truth. And we're not being silent about it. But
not only that, at what point does my black pride interfere with anything you got going on. I'm on here to tell my brothers and sisters in business that we need to do better. I'm having a real conversation with my brothers and sisters in business. I can do that. At what part of at what part of my communication and coming together with my people, how does it offend you? Why does that bother you?
Because it's about control that you no longer have, control that you will no longer be able to wield around here. That day is over and done. In that vein, we moving on to what is it? www.buyblackandpink.com, because that's what we talking about. You are irrelevant. You are a non-factor. And that's why I'm not gonna let myself get riled up.
I mean, you know what? Sometimes you have to get riled up. And I really feel like it's time out for us just letting people say anything to us anytime they want to.
Right.
I mean, it's time out for that.
Too long.
And normally I'll let somebody come on here and that's your opinion, and let them make it. But at the end of the day, I really feel like if they got that big a comment, why don't they go live and talk about they all lives matter? Don't interrupt my broadcast. Don't and that's why we got to come together more, because nobody's afraid when Hispanics work together.
Or any other
afraid when Asians work together. But when Black people get together, all of a sudden they got a problem. People are threatened.
That's because they know our true history. And we need to pick up a book and learn our true history so we can know the true reason why they're afraid for us to unite and get back together. There's a method to their madness. What other race have the world since the time who's been attacked like us? Because they know what we once were. How did they go over to our continent and dig up everything that belonged to us and then put it in their museums?
And then not only that, with the Jewish people, with the Holocaust, they made them people get that stuff back.
They sure did.
To them families. They went into them bank vaults, they traced stuff back, and they made them get it back. So when people talk about, good morning, Dolores, when people talk about why can't we have reparations, and they act like they don't understand reparations and why we deserve reparations, that's crazy. But my answer to that is that we work together and create our own reparations. I'm not going to wait on them to fix what they did wrong when God gave us the power to create wealth. So we have to go stop doing foolishness so we can create our own wealth. Go to www.buyblackandpink.com and grab your spot today for our vendor expo so that you can be in a position
to create your own
wealth and stop answering to people that don't mean you any well.
But you know what, Coach? I liken it to when you work a job. When you work a job, you go in with your resume, you try to impress, you get hired. They hire you and work you because they see your potential. They see your gifts. And they know if I don't keep it right here, I'm not going to benefit from them gifts. When they see us come together as a people, when they know what we came from and we know where we came from and what gifts we have, they want to stop that because they see how great and powerful we are. We have. They see it just like working a job. They wouldn't have hired you if they didn't think you were gifted. If you were talented, they wouldn't have hired you. They say if she ever were to get out here and do her own thing, what is Eyes gonna do?
But you know what? We're so gifted that they can't even leave us alone. We haven't been talking about give us reparations for the past several hundred years. We're like, leave us alone. Let us be. Let us naturally evolve into what we're capable of. And they always got their hands in it. You know, can you imagine? I was speaking with someone. Can you imagine if Black Wall Street would have never got bombed? Where we would be at right now if Martin, Malcolm, Pac, all those leaders that we have had within our community, the Black Panther Party, if none of those, if they never would have put crack, heroin in our community, we have been attacked by all sides, you know. But if we were left alone, and the biggest eye opener is, okay, slavery ended less than 150 years ago. Look where we are today with all the odds that we didn't have stacked against us. You can't stop us. Look where we are with all the hangings, all the lynchings, all the killings, the burnings and everything, and we still here. We still rising.
And so they know, and they see that. They know that.
But it's three things we're missing. Number one, education. Mm-hmm. We need to know who we are and where we came from. Mm-hmm. We need to have pride in who we are and who we came. It's missing. Because once you educate us as to our original origins and who we really are, that adds power. So one is education. Number two is wealth. Because outside of politics, wealth is still power. Mm-hmm. And number three is unity. That's where divide and conquer comes from. Mm-hmm. If you divide us, you can pay one off for $5. That means you don't have to pay everybody else $5,000. We got to stop making a deal with the devil about our worth. We got to stop negotiating our value. So if you give us education and unity and wealth, that's an unstoppable combination.
Absolutely. And especially that third one, unity.
And that's how they've been attacking us. You know, like we've been fighting each other over turfs, over property that we don't even own.
We're not even fighting over turfs. We fighting over somebody else's property. Mm-hmm. We fighting over skin color. We fighting because you got a little piece of joy better than me, a little piece of car. You don't even own your car. The bank own your car. We fighting over straight foolishness. And nobody can see that all of this is just a distraction to distract you away from your potential to create revenue. That's why you don't have to sit up and lie about who you are and what you're capable of doing, because the truth of the matter is you're capable of doing something. You're capable of doing something. So guys, your opportunity to join us on a joint platform, www.buyblackandpink.com. Reserve your opportunity to share your products and services on this platform. I think it's a great opportunity for us to start the process of coming together, partnering, learning, and supporting each other. We're going to get out of here. It's almost, what time is it? It's almost 8 o'clock. I got work to do. Anybody want to add anything before we go?
I just say have a good day, everybody, and have a good day on purpose. Whatever your purpose is, take one step closer to that today.
Absolutely. Love you guys. Have an amazing morning.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.